Hey guys, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to tackle another question that is regularly being asked in your HR interviews, which is tell me about the gap in your resume. So many of the times we have some kinds of gaps in our resume due to many different situations, but we are not able to explain to the interviewer that why it is so, and which leads to rejection in interview, right? So in this video we are even going to see some of the sample answers that you can give in your interview if you do not know what to answer. So before starting the video, if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel to receive all such regular updates from our channel. We regularly upload off-campus drives as well as placement preparation related videos on our channel. I am creating a complete playlist related to HR round questions. So if you have not checked that, make sure you check that because there will be many videos uploaded when you are going to see this. So let's see the answer for this question, which is tell me about the gap in your resume. So explaining gaps in employment is really just about knowing what reasons are okay to share and which ones you should tell a white lie about or not share. There are some topics for which you should tell lies only, right? Because it is not good to say truth always, because you might get rejected. And then being upfront and comfortable with your answer. So whatever the answer that you are giving, you have to be very much comfortable and upfront. So without wasting much time, let's see. So these are all the good sample reasons for having a gap in your resume. So first of all, we are going to see what all can be the reasons or the good reasons. Okay, so the good reasons can be caring for a sick family member, caring for a young child. If you are a parent, you can say that my child was not well enough, so I took a gap from my career. Any medical or health issue can be a valid reason for taking a gap in your career. Next is taking time off to relocate and find a new job in a new state or city. Okay, so what you can say is I was transferred or I got relocated to another city and it took me time to find a new job, right? Pursuing further education or going back to school. So one of the reasons can be you had gone for your masters and then you have now started appearing for interviews. Pursuing any other type of professional training. You might be doing some certifications or you might be upskilling yourself. Taking time off to travel, study, work on a solo project, etc. So you took a time, right? You were so much like strained out of your work. You took a time for your own self. And it totally depends on you. And like, how did you use that time? Did you use that time to study, work on your solo project, or you took it to travel and rejuvenate yourself? Trying to start a business or freelance career, yes, it is totally fine. You can try exploring different businesses and career, and later on if you don't feel that it was not good for you, you can switch back again to your previous career. You were laid off, your former company downsized, etc., and you had trouble finding a job after. Yes, this one can also be a valid reason. Many candidates feel shy or feel like if they will say this, they will not get selected. So this is not true. So you can clearly say them, yes, I was laid off by this company, as this is a high time of recession going on in the country, right? Every company is laying off. So it is totally fine. You can say that. Or the last reason is you were actively searching but had a trouble finding a job, which is a very common reason as the job market is like very tough these days. So you can take any of these reasons. And how can you answer this? So once you have prepared your reason, here are the general steps you have to follow when explaining gaps in the employment in the interview, right? So explain the situation clearly but briefly. They don't need a ton of personal details, but give them the core facts. Show the situation has ended or is no longer a factor. So even though you are telling about them that this is the reason for your gap, just make sure that you clarify them that this reason is no longer applicable in your life. So that they won't be worried you'll have to take another break from your working. Why? Because if you don't tell them that you are not in this situation now, what they might think is even after joining their company you are going to have similar kind of situation. So you have to make them very clear that this is not the situation now or in future. If they hire you, they want to know you are 100% ready to work for them. Basically this is the main thing, because everyone wants that the candidates that they are selecting should not leave their company, right? Reiterate your instant interest in their position and bring the focus back onto this job interview and this position. So these were the sample tips. Now we are going to see some of the sample answers for this question. So the sample answer first is, I had to resign from my previous position to care for an aging family member. I did this for the past year. Since then, my siblings and I have hired a full-time caregiver, so I no longer need to be present. And I'm fully available to work now and in a future. So I have begun job searching and I'm focused on finding sales supervisor or manager position that will help me advance my career further now. Okay, so you can replace the word supervisor or manager like with the job that you are looking for. Now there can be a cross question that you can get. If you have hire a caregiver now, why don't you hire the caregiver in the first go only? So what you can say in that case, that the family member that was not well was on a serious note or was not well at the earlier point of time, and later on when the family member got recovered, we hired the caregiver. So in the initial time, a personal touch was needed from a family member itself. That is why I took a gap. Okay, so this can be your answer. Moving on to the sample answer 2. I was laid off 9 months ago. I started my job search immediately after, and I am looking for sales supervisor or sales manager or software engineer position now to continue advancing my career. I have had a number of interviews, but I haven't found the right fit yet. One thing I am looking for is a chance to mentor and train team members and manage a team directly. I saw that mentioned on the job description for this position. Can you tell me more about that? So what you can do is, even while explaining your or giving your answer, what you can do is you can take some points from the job description and you can answer them, right? So here what the candidate has done is, candidate has taken some qualities like training the team members and managing a team directly, which was present in the job description itself. So what this will do is, this will basically interest the interviewer that yes, you are the right fit for this job even though you have some gap in your career, right? So that your chances of getting shortlisted gets high. Moving on to the next sample answer. I am looking for a company where I not only enjoy what I am doing, but I can also grow into new positions. I am very good at what I do, but in the computer field there are always new tools and technologies coming out. I want a company that allows me to learn more and expand my capabilities into newer areas. The fact that you sponsor a week of training every year and that most people I have met have been here more than 5 years show me that we share the same values. So basically you can see that here in this question we have not even talked about the gap in the resume. So this sample answer is just after what you can say is you have just selected any one of the topic from this, you have said that in a one line, and then after that you have just directly focused on giving your not talking about much about the gap and giving the positive impact that yes, you are the right fit for the role. So many a times many candidates are like, they do not like to discuss more on the gap thing, and instead they want that they should give a positive answer. So what you can do is you can just simply say it in a one liner that this is the reason for my gap, but right now I am the right fit for this job because I possess all these qualities. So with this we have done with our discussion today. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Make sure that you check the playlist section of the channel to check the complete playlist of HR questions, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to receive all the regular updates. Thanks for watching and all the best for your upcoming interview.